Welcome back to the NCERT syllabus. Today we will be going to take a new chapter, History, the French Revolution. In this chapter, you will be able to learn the causes of the French Revolution. We know that France is one of the richest countries in the European continent, and Paris is the capital of France. Let us see what happened in the France in the 18th century after the French Revolution. The King Louis XVI of the bourgeois family was 20 years of age when he came to the throne in France, and he was married Austrian Princess Marie Antoinette. And the new king upon accession that he found that treasury was empty. The financial resource of France had drained because of long years of wars and luxurious life led by privileged classes in France, like noble people, noble family, and nobles and the clergy and the royal family. This was created much more debt in the France. So the governments were forced to take loan from the money lenders. Money lenders were given the loan to the state and charging 10% of interest. This was made more burden of the French government. The French government decided to increase the tax, and they imposed more tax on the people. Thus, in the 18th century, the French society was divided into three estates: first estate, second estate, and third estate. First estate constituted the clergy. The second estate consisted of nobles. Third estate consisted of common people like farmers, businessmen, doctors, engineers, etc. The first two estates exempted exempted from paying the taxes. They did not pay the tax to the government. They had enjoyed all the rights and privileges. They did not pay the tax, and they got all the privileges by birth. But the third class people, the second estate, they did not have any privileges and rights by birth. They had to pay tax to the government. They had to render their service for a long period for the feudal lords and the noble people, and they had worked for them without the wages. And let us see that what happened in France in the farmers. The farmers did not have any rights. They had suffered too much grievances in France. They worked for long hours and without wages. And increase in the population in France in 1715, and it came to about 23 million. But again it was reached, the population was again reached in 1789 about 28 million. As increased the population, the demand for the food was also increased in France. So as increased the demand of food, they could not produce. They could not produce, and grains and staple food was very shortage in France. So the people were suffered. The third class and working class and laborers were suffered. They started fighting against the government to increase the taxes, to increase the price of the bread and shortage of the staple food, etc. Let us see that reign of terror. The period between 1792 and 1793, called reign of terror. The severe policy of control and the punishments were followed by the Robespierre, and ex-nobles and the clergies and other political parties, and even the political parties, even the political members, his own party also did not agree his method, were considered enemy of the republic. They were arrested, them, and they were imprisoned, jail, and also guillotine. And do you know guillotine? Guillotine is a type of device which consisting of the two poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. It was named after Dr. Guillotine, who invented it. And that is in France only. And let us see that thereafter that the middle classes came into existence, and the state classes, working classes, and laborers, farmers, and third states were suffered too much. So in the 18th century, they came to the France as the middle class. They were started fighting against the injustice administration of the government. They were against the increasing tax of the government, and they were earned by the manufacturing, so that, like textiles and silk, and they did not have any privileges and rights, but they had worked for they had made a revolution and for getting the rights and privileges like first and second estate classes. Now let us see what are the important reasons and several reasons that led to the French Revolution. Let us see that. Now, absolute monarchy. Absolute monarchy was based on the divine rights of the king to rule their country. That is that the power of the king, the position of the king is same like the god only. Every decision is taken by the king and with the support of clergy and noblemen. No other people had the right to take the decision in France. So the monarchy was one of the political form in European countries. Everything, the monarchy, absolute monarchy is based upon the divine rights of the kings to rule their countries. And also another reason we can say that long years of wars had made upsets in the financial resource of France. The financial resource was reduced in France because in France they had made long years of wars. That has drafted the economic condition of, that has reduced the economic condition of the France. And also we can say the misery of the farmers. Already we understood the farmers. Farmers are included in the third estate. They did not have any rights and privileges. They had to pay the tax to the government. They had to work. They had to render their service for the clergy and noble people for a long time in France. And the government given direct tax to the farmers and third class people. The clergy, that means the thief, clergy and the clergy levied the tax. That's over the farmers only that. And also it was also their condition of the farmers and workers and laborers condition were very miserable in the 18th century in France. So they had started to fight against the increasing tax of the government and injustice administration of the government. They fight against the injustice administration of the government. And the third class, that we have already another reason for the French Revolution. They divided the class in the French society were divided into three classes: first stage, second stage, and third stage. Already we understood. First and second stage had all the privileges. That means they had enjoyed all the rights and privileges. They did not pay the tax to the government, and every tax paid by the third class people. The third class people consist of lawyers and teachers, engineers, and farmers, businessmen, very poor people. That means we can say that less prosperous society of the France, that is Jacobin club. After the fall of the Jacobin club only, the third class people came to existence fighting against the French government and the feudal lords and the clergy, etc. Now let us see that the intellectual reasons, that means philosophers like Rousseau, Voltaire and Montesquieu, who inspired the French people to fight against the injustice administration of the France. That they were encouraging the people, they were inspired the people to fight against the bad rules of the French government. That means the Rousseau, especially the Rousseau Rousseau was written that social contract. In his book, The Social Contract, Rousseau proposed that the contract between there was a contract between the people and their representatives. And Montesquieu has written in his book, The Spirit of Philosophy. The government is divided between the separation of the power, the division of the powers. The government is divided between judiciary, executive, and the legislature, and the power has divided among these three organs of the government. That was the based on the democratic form of the government. And now we understood what are the important reasons for the outbreak of the French Revolution. And in this chapter, what we have learned, and guillotine, Robespierre, and that is important several factors related to the French Revolution, etc. In the next day, let us see with the new chapter. Thank you.